John Craig, coming to you live from a place somewhere in North America. I never let you know where I am because I talk so much mess that I have to protect myself. Now, I want to talk to you about this debate that we just witnessed between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Now, I don't know how to say it. Joe Biden was terrible. He was just asleep at the wheel. He got facts wrong. He called the Proud Boys the poor boys. And every time that he was challenged, he turned into he turned into a punk. Every time that they asked him a real question, he wanted to talk about, well, togetherness and we're going to be uniters and not dividers. But the fact is, it's the absolute truth. President Trump said, "Hey man, you're talking all this garbage, but you have been in power all this time and you haven't done anything that you said that you want to do. Why is that?" And you would get Biden like slurring and slobbering, and he called the Proud Boys the poor boys, and he stepped on his numbers a bunch of times. Looky here, here's what's up. If you vote for Joe Biden, you're voting for an end to America First. You're voting for an end to the United States being the number one producer of oil and gas in the world. If that goes down, that means we're going to have to import our energy. That means we'll be slaves to Saudi Arabia again. That means all of a sudden you're going to have troops in the Middle East fighting for who knows what, getting killed for what knows why, okay? And it could last for decades. We've been in Afghanistan for what? 20 years? Why? Why? I tell you why. Because we were not number one in oil and gas. We needed to get our oil and gas from Saudi Arabia. And to ensure that we got that, we had to fight their proxy wars for them. Now, Joe Biden, he ducked a whole bunch of questions. Um, he didn't want to talk about how he locked up 2 million black men. He didn't, the crime bill. He didn't want to talk about how his son took all that money from China and Russia and the Ukraine. He didn't want to talk about his crackhead son and the laptop from hell. My goodness, man. My goodness, man. Turns out one of the images on the laptop from hell was his 14-year-old niece who, what's the word? Sexting? Is that the word? Was sexting with his grown adult son who has, oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay. We're going to start over right now. I'm going to talk about Hunter Biden because they didn't want to talk about Hunter Biden. So let's talk about Hunter Biden briefly. Okay. Joe Biden flew him out on Air Force Two to China. He got $1.5 billion for his fake investment firm. That then he goes to the Ukraine. He extorts them for money, and he also gets money from Russia. Now, where does this money go? Okay, this money went from Hunter Biden to prostitution rings, to sex trafficking rings, probably children, probably child sex trafficking rings. Okay, that's what Hunter Biden is all about. Now, you can tell a fruit from its trees. Excuse me, you can tell a tree from its fruit. And Biden's fruit is his son, Hunter, who's a crackhead, who's a child molester, who's a pedophile. Okay? Forget what they're trying to talk about. Forget that they didn't bring up none of that tonight. And that's a big problem. That's a big problem. They want to act like that's not important to the American people. It is important because you can't be the president if your son is a pedophile. If your son is a pedophile, then you're a punk, you're a scrub, you're a failure as a dad, you're a failure as a human being. And none of that was mentioned. They want to talk about Stupid stuff. COVID, race. No, let's talk about the fact that your son is over there raping children. And we have proof. Let's talk about the fact that for some reason he's not in jail. Let's talk about the fact that Hunter is a crackhead, rapist, pedophile, traitor, taking money from China, taking money from the Ukraine, taking money from Russia, and you, Joe Biden, were in on it. Let's talk about the things that the mediator didn't want to talk about. Now, I'm going to tell you what, okay? I'm going to just touch on the race thing. If you're black and you vote for the man who wrote the crime bill and locked up 2 million black men, you're stupid. You're just stupid. And I don't care if you're old, because old black people, you know what? They the stupidest ones. We got to vote Democrat. We got to march. No. Black men are walking out on the Democratic Party. And it's a shame that our sisters ain't following us. Black women are like, no, we have to support the sister girl. You know what? These same black women get left behind when black men, soon as we make some money, we don't want that garbage energy around our children. So we marry out of our race. And these same black women talking about we got to support the sister girl or whatnot. And they're going to ignore the fact that she locked up with Joe Biden 2 million black men. Wait a minute. Let me say that again. 2 million black men, okay? They're going to say we got to vote for her because she's black. We got to vote for Joe because he was with Obama. Obama was a punk. Looky here, man. Look, I'm banned from Facebook. Let's talk about Barack Obama's dick-sucking ass. They call him Bathhouse Barry for a reason, okay? Now, I joke. I'll be like, okay, Bathhouse Barry. He's not gay just because he liked to take baths with dudes. Maybe he just like to look at booty. Maybe he just like it. Anyway. Bathhouse Faggot Barry. And I said Faggot Barry, okay? Because he's a faggot, okay? And his boyfriend, Big Mike, Michael LaVaughn Robinson, they did nothing in 8 years but fight for gay rights. After 8 years of Barack Obama, what did you get? Satanic temples and transgender bathrooms. Now, I don't care if you're gay or not. That don't affect me. I don't care, okay? But this is who Biden was riding with. He wrote the crime bill. He locked up 2 million black men, and Kamala Harris was helping him to do it. And she's pretending to be black. That bitch ain't black. I don't give a damn, okay? Her family owned slaves. Her mom was Indian, and her father put his race down as Jamaican. Jamaican is not a race. She ain't black. She's an anchor baby. No, to serve as the president or vice president, both of your parents had to be naturalized citizens. Her parents were both over here on a student visa. She can't be the president, and I can't stand her. I have seen a, mosaic made of the faces of all the black men that she locked up. And here comes Joe Biden's bitch ass, and I said that right, bitch ass. No, I couldn't be the president, okay? Because I just showed up in a jersey with my boots and kicked his old ass, okay? Look here, okay? You're black and you're voting for this bullshit? Miss me. This is why young black men are walking out on the Democratic Party. This is why they are walking out. And our sisters, they on some bullshit black feminism talking about, oh, sister girl, we gotta support the sister girl. Man, I would kick Kamala in her nuts. Okay? In her nuts. I would kick Kamala Harris in her nuts. And all these black women talking about we gotta support. Shut up, bitch. This is a man's world. You're not gonna get on my page, you get out my face. Now here's what's up. President Trump is doing more for black people, like he said, than any president since Lincoln. Now let's take a look, okay? Police reform, sentencing reform, opportunity zones, the Platinum Plan. Where was Barack Obama's Platinum Plan? Where was Barack Obama's Gold Plan, Silver Plan, Nickel Plan, Copper Plan, Wood Plan, Clay Plan? You know what their plan is for black folks? Keep you stupid and replace you with illegal aliens. Take a look. The Democrats won't even say black. They won't even say black. You're people of color. You're people of color. Look, man. Go for a morning walk. Go for a morning walk in your neighborhood and see how many black families have children. You will see that most of the houses in the black community are owned by probably illegal aliens. If you're black and you're voting for that, man, fuck you. Get out my face. I'm dead serious, man. If you are black and you are supporting the Democrats, you are not only a chump, but you are a traitor to your race. And if you bring that energy to me, man, you ain't gonna get nothing but smoke. Nothing but smoke. Yes. I will fuck you up. You keep voting for these losers and you pretend to be pro-black? How can you be pro-black and you're voting against school choice? How can you be pro-black and you're voting against the Platinum Plan? How can you be pro-black and you're voting against 3 million new jobs for black people? $500 billion in investment, not for minorities, not for people, but for black people. How can you be pro-black and you are voting against the Platinum Plan? Okay, listen here, man. There's a time turning. Old black people, they didn't do shit for us but give us speeches and tell us to vote for the Democrats. Old black people didn't do shit for us but tell us that Trump was racist and Barack Obama was cool. And Barack Obama wasn't nothing but a dick-sucking fag who did nothing for blacks. And I think Trump won the debate in spite of all the rules that were set in place. And I used a lot of profanity tonight, and I ain't sorry. If you vote for Joe Biden and you claim to be pro-black, if you vote for Joe Biden and you claim to be pro-black, you have to get the fuck out of my face. I'm voting for Donald Trump. America first. Who wouldn't want America to be great again? If you think Donald Trump is a racist, fuck you. And that's it. And that's my profanity-laced video. And thank you for watching.